Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome once again to Reset with Coach Lowe. I'm excited to see you all here again. It is just a delight to be back. I missed 2 days on last week. It was a very, very busy weekend, and I did not get an opportunity to do the videos and come and talk to you except for on Friday. So please forgive me. I will make up for it. But today on Reset, we are going to talk about relationships. We are going to talk about building whole and healthy relationships in an intimate setting, not just friendship, but I mean the relationship that is established between a man and a woman. And so I wanted to talk to you today about the building blocks of relationships. And I'm just going to liken it from the building of a home and just kind of what that looks like. And so I wanted to share how in the building process and the relationship process, there is exactly that, a process. And so I just think that because the world has told us all of these lies about, oh, we can have friends with benefits and we can objectify each other and we don't really have to value the person as a human. We can just use them for what we need from them and then we can dispose of them almost like you would trash. Well, I don't think that that is the will of God concerning us. And so I wanted to help us as a society. This is my contribution to helping us reset, rethink it through. What is it that we really want out of relationships? Most of us really want somebody that will really love us for exactly who we are. But if we are not healthy and whole and we don't know how to do relationships well, then it's going to be rather difficult for us to establish those healthy and whole relationships that we desire. So let's go. Let's get to it, y'all. So what takes a healthy relationship? So in the building process of a home, there's the foundation. And in the foundation, that is the strength of the home. And the foundation has to be built on strong dirt so that the house is not moving and you don't have foundation troubles and all of that. So the foundation is essential to the other processes that it takes to build a home. So in the building process of a relationship, the foundation is God. And if we do not have God and we don't have that right relationship with our creator, it makes it very, very difficult for us to have those healthy and whole relationships because we have not done the due diligence of spending time with our creator and really identifying who we are, understanding who we are, and just really navigating where we are and what we need to get on the path that God has for us. Once we get on the path that God has for us, then we can really begin to look at having those healthy and whole relationships with other people. I believe that it is vital for you to have that solid relationship with the Lord because it is essential for anyone that wants to know how they were created, how you were made, how you operate, what you were created to do. So finding purpose and all of that comes from our creator, from our Father God above. And so with that being said, that is the foundation of any relationship. But then comes the framing of the house. So the framing of the house is the friendship of the house. So in the framing process, that is the outer shell, that is the outer shell of the house, that is the support and the the work that is done. It's the building of the walls. It's what holds everything together to the foundation. And so if the friendship is disconnected from the if the friendship is disconnected from God, like the frame being disconnected from a house, then it really doesn't have much value. So when I'm thinking of relationships, I know of the great importance of seeking your heavenly father about who you really are first. Because again, if you are not healthy and whole as you stand alone by yourself in relationship to God, it is going to be very difficult for you to have human to human relationships with other people. So whether they be, so we're at the friendship stage. So this is transferable. It is not just with the relationship with a man and a woman, but this is essential for all relationships. God needs to be the foundation. And so, like I said, so step two is the framing. So in the framing, that's where we get to spend time together. We get to navigate each other's needs, each other's likes and dislikes, where you've been, what you've done, what you enjoy, all of these different things. So you learn the outer part of who people are. You learn a little bit deeper in the friendship stage, and then you learn a little bit more in the next phase. And the next phase is the roof. So could you imagine your house not having a roof? Oh my God, it would be crazy because you would have no protection from the storms that rage in the atmosphere. You would have no protection from the elements outside of your frame. In your relationship, there would be no protection. And so the roof of the relationship is very necessary because that is the next level of protection. And so in the roofing stage, you might want to liken that into taking the friendship from a friendship. Now we're talking intimacy. So you're taking the friendship between a man and a woman to the next phase of dating or being exclusive in your relationship. However you choose to express that. So you're taking it to the next level in the roofing phase of building this house we call a relationship. So in the roofing phase, that's where you're protected from the elements. You're learning things from a deeper level in the roofing phase of your relationship. You are developing something deeper. Now you are deep diving. You're talking about what are your future plans. You're talking about what are your dreams and what are your goals. You're talking about do you want children? You're talking about how do you manage finances? So you want to kind of know a little bit more about who it is that you're in this relationship and who it is that you have agreed to be committed to taking this relationship to the next level with. So again, in this phase, I know that it is essential for you to understand the importance of guarding and protecting your personal purity and then the purity of the relationship. So what is it that I mean by that? So it is important for you to protect yourself from, because this is the thing, the more time we spend together, the more time we like each other. But more times than not, when people show up, even in that roofing phase of we're dating, we're exclusive, sometimes people are still wearing a mask. And so they sometimes have not really done the foundational work of connecting with God. So the friendship might have been a little shaky, but you've decided to go ahead and continue to build. So is this going to be the best house in this circumstance? Probably not. If you don't have the solid foundation of God to build your house on. And then if your framing is faulty, if your one wall is taller than the other wall, and then things are not connecting properly, it is going to cause dysfunction. If you don't have God in it, then in the beginning, I was talking about foundational problems. Foundational problems will become an issue at this point. Well, at this point of dating, some people put the cart before the horse and they no longer protect their purity. They want to try things on before they take it to the next level. And so the next level is putting all of the beautifications on. So they are putting lighting and flooring and windows and shingles and landscaping. And so all of these things are happening. So the next phase of the relationship would ultimately be engagement and marriage ultimately. But once again, if you did not do the work in the processes previous to getting to the lighting and all of those things, then you are going to have challenges in your relationship. So before you get to all of this other stuff, be sure that you are starting from the bottom up. So where do we start? We start at the foundation stage. Then we build the frame. Then we build the roof. Then we do all of the interior, exterior, um, beautification of the home and everything. And I call that the final stages of engagement and marriage. So you're taking it to the ultimate level. But again, if you don't get it right in the previous three stages, then in the final stages, things are going to not balance out. Things are not going to work well. You will find yourself encountering problem after problem, and the warranty people will continue to have to come out to your house, or in a relationship, you'll constantly find yourself in counseling, or you'll be seeking other ways of gaining knowledge about how to do it different and all of those things, when if we had started foundationally right, then everything could have gotten off to a really good start. You have to be 100. You have to start right here at the heart of the matter. And if you started with the foundation, then usually you're able to show up as your authentic self. But if you are not comfortable with who God created you to be, then it'll be very, very hard for him to bless who you pretend to be. I learned that from my pastor. So it would really, really be hard for God to bless who your representative. That's not who you are. That's not how God can best use you as a unit when you come together. And so it is so significant for us to go through the proper building stage. So reset your mind. I came to tell you today to please be willing to take your time and reset your mind from the world's way of looking at life, and then really, really gain some knowledge about what it takes to have effective, whole, and healthy relationships. This is what I do as a coach, and you just would not believe the things that cause marriages to crash. It's not always infidelity. That's how my particular marriage ended. It ended because of infidelity issues. And so, but even after all of that, because I am personally, and I can only speak for me, I am a healthy and whole person because my foundation is solid. I am able to still have a really decent relationship with my ex-husband. And so I am very, very grateful for that, because we spent 18 years of our lives together. And so I have become a good portion of who I am because of the life that we share together, good, bad, and indifferent. I chose to focus most on the good things. And because that has been my focus, it has been easier, if you will, because it's not easy at all. And it is something that I continuously have to work at. But these are the things that I help others navigate in their relationships to make sure that you are doing the work of the process that is necessary to have all that you need in your relationship. So shift, reset, think again. How will I change it? How am I going to change that dynamic? Think about building a house. And ultimately, when you get that, all of the beautification and all of the additional things, you get to move on with your life in marriage and you have a happy home. There are so many homes that are not happy. They look really good on the outside, but because the process of going through these stages have not been implemented, so many of these homes are falling apart, crashing from the inside, and the outside still looks amazing. The foundation is still in place, but the framing of the home, it is just the walls are being torn out from the inside. And so I just want my heart breaks because we are, even Christians, we are leading in divorce. And I just really want to see God do something really different. So, friends, let's start our relationship different. I love you guys, and I hope that you choose to reset. So, if you have to rewind this video a million times, get this in your heart, get it in your mind so that you could begin to think about what are the things that I need to change about me? How do I need to reset the way that I think or reset the way that I put forth the steps or the action plan to making my relationship what I want it to be? You can only do that through working on you. You cannot work on the other person. So be willing to look at you, figure out how it is that you can reset and get it done. I love you guys. Have a happy Friday. And I look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Blessings, blessings, blessings of a happy, whole relationship. See you next time on Reset with Coach Love. Bye bye.